So this is kind of how it works. Sunrun, when they show up, they don't mess around. Bright and early. Actually, it's about 8 o'clock. They were here at about 7:30, but they've got one kind of the electrician's van, and then they got the materials truck where they have a lot of the materials. And this is where a lot of the staging happens and getting all the wiring ready and the panels. He'll kind of get the panels set up with the microinverters, and there's our panels right there. The electrician is working on the panel. Excuse me. So he's already got the Envoy box installed, and then he'll be putting the solar breaker in the box. See all the conduit. Making great progress installing footings, getting ready for the panels. So the way this works is they do the footings, put the racking on, the rails, and then by that time the panels will be staged and ready. Okay, so this is kind of the beginning process, and this is what I wanted to show you. We have these brackets that actually go underneath the shingles, and they create kind of a sealed barrier where water cannot get underneath that, and then the racks mount on top of that. And then you'll see here these markings. Well, basically that's how we get everything kind of laid out and marked out, and that's really the design phase of the actual installation, just to match the plans. So this will get tightened up. He's obviously got things loose and stuff now, just as part of the getting the feet in place, and then once all those are secure, then we'll tighten things up and the panels just go right on top.
The goal for us is to add all these flashings in to prevent leakage. First, we're gonna go ahead and pop the comps, so you slide the flashing underneath. And we have the M1 caulking here, so it becomes watertight. So essentially what happens is you put it underneath, and here's the drill hole. And as it gets slid underneath, we line up these two, the hole that's on top here and the hole that's underneath, press it down, and it'll create a watertight seal. And as the water falls down, it won't go underneath here, and it won't go into the hole.
Okay, so this is another slope. We're actually doing 3 different slopes on this particular house. This is the south-facing slope, and what's cool about the technology now is you don't have to be perfectly south-facing, which a lot of people think. And then we also did kind of a custom design here, because they don't want to see the panels from the front, which in some cases people will just not want that aesthetic. And so we're able to get a decent amount of panels on these 2 south-facing slopes, and then the one on the north-facing, which will still produce a lot of energy. Not as much as the ones on the south, but they still produce a lot of energy just because the technology has advanced so far. So we're back here about an hour later. You can see the panels are all staged up. That's actually the inverter right there, all mounted on the panels and ready to go. As you can see, we've got this slope installed. It's a really clean design. Virtually can't see it from the front of the house, and the way these things lay out, we do it to kind of conform to the roof, and just from an aesthetic perspective, we try to keep the design as clean as possible. We all the conduit, we paint it, we kind of keep it out of the way from visual shot. But I just thought I'd give you guys a quick look, and I thought you'd appreciate this. It's pretty funny, the neighbor's backyard. If you want to pan over there, there's some old panels on that roof over there, and we were kind of laughing about those panels. They have to be ancient, but the not so funny thing is they're probably still producing. We found that I've heard manufacturers tell me panels will produce for they design them to produce for about 40 years. So there's always a 25-year warranty, at least with all the products that we sell and support. So you don't have to worry about a thing. Anything happens within that 20-year time frame, you've got a big company that's backing that product. So anything happens, you give us a call, and actually hopefully we're giving you a call if there's any issues with your system before you notice anything, and then we order any kind of replacement product, assuming that there is something wrong with one of the either panels or inverters. That's it for now. Talk to you soon.